Well, you're around the world, not around the world, but your experience going to other countries, other
Mhm.
climates, and cultures to learn how this business might be different from one country to the next. Well, plus your original experience where you worked for the guy who was up
Yeah.
on the building playing Spider-Man, and you taking a job for a year there, and
hmm
subsequent jobs that you had before you really started to create this vision in a hotel room, which I love. What a great place to Rome to start to really flesh out your business model. Um, it's such a great experience. How do you take that module in your brain that acquired all this experience and plug it into the culture of Elite and Sparkle Squad so that your franchisees really understand the depth of your conviction, but it's based on experience?
I think there's two things that are really important, and I'm glad you asked that question. Number one is everyone in this business, there's only one transplant in the entire organization. Every single person, leadership team, business coaches came up from the front lines in some fashion. And that's the great part. Again, if people are looking for more reasons to hire Gen Z, you hire somebody who's going to school for, whatever to get their MBA. You teach them this awesome business, and then they come in with the institutional knowledge of the business and the MBA, and they can grow up inside the organization. So, number one is we try to make sure everybody has like relevant experience to our owners. And then how I guess I get it out or I unlock the experience is I am very hands-on with the owners. I join the group calls every single week. I pop in on the coaches one-to-ones. Like right now we're at the top of the year. I'm going to be on every single one-to-one for every single owner so that I understand what their goals are for the year and I can help them deconstruct that. Like we stay really, really close because I think there's a lot of upside and power there for them unlocking. And my phone's always on. Luckily, they respect it and it's not ringing all the time. But yeah, we're close. I think we're closer than maybe is usual in franchising as you know how we interact with the owners.
I would say so when you've got that organic upward growth of your frontline people who are now taking charge of marketing or branding or
Yeah.
operations, technical support. You are a technology company that happens to
hmm
do window cleaning, window and gutter cleaning, uh, truly unique based on my experience that's 30 years in this franchising industry to have a leadership team that all came from the front lines with the exception of one. How
hmm
big is your team now, by the way?
So around at HQ here, there is if you take out the admin positions, there's 10 senior people here. Then we have the a call center that handles all inflow. The cool thing about this is back to that echo chamber. Um, we thought about, what would a franchise owner want from a call center? We could centralize it because when I was out in the field, I went through so many phones and I was constantly trying to like juggle and book jobs while executing the jobs. And we decided we wanted to build a call center that not only took the calls, sold the jobs, but scheduled them on behalf of the franchise owner. So we use this relatively complex routing system. So they always make intelligent routing choices. But you as a
Mm.
franchise owner can be out, doing sales or doing networking or out with your team doing different things. And we call it the jungle. The jungle can be here taking those orders and putting them right on tomorrow's schedule, this afternoon's schedule, making sure everything's ticked and tied while you're out focusing on growing your business. You have a catchment mechanism. So it's another kind of sidebar, but it's a really cool feature that I'm proud of. It's not just order taking, it's like seeing that customer journey kick off. We call them technicians, our call agents, I guess. And the reason we call them technicians is because they're a part of the window cleaning process.
Mm.
They're still a technician. Like they still are part of this job happening, and we want them to
Yeah.
feel ownership.